meteorologist Stephen Jones.
Well, taking a look at our time lapse for our Saturday, you can see just plenty of cloud cover, a little bit of light shower activity making its way through, at least further off to the west and north, mainly a little bit here at the station, but overall really not too much measurable either. As we're looking at those current temperatures for the 10 p.m. hour, starting to cool off, but a little slowly thanks to that blanket of cloud cover. 73 here in town, 71 off to the north in Robert Lee, going to be that cool spot. Off to the south, a little bit warmer, as well as the east, 74 degrees there in Junction through Brady and Sonora as well. So only 3 degrees of spread across the Concho Valley, unless you're including Mesa in that 75-degree hot spot. And then as we're looking at the dew points, all of us on the rise thanks to the south-southeasterly wind. You can see Junction at 68, 82% humidity, 65 here in town. Sterling City holding on to 64 and 78% humidity. So all of us on the rise as our temperatures are coming down closer to that dew point. And going to see this moisture really hanging out throughout the next couple of days. Take a look at the moisture tracker here. You can see the blues are going to be those maximums, and they're going to be making their ways back and forth really around the Concho Valley, mainly greens here into the areas. So looking like a spring-like kind of muggy week ahead, I would say, at least through the next 72 hours or so, but really past that too, still going to hang out with this unsettled pattern. You can see right now the major weather maker going to be this low pressure system towards the west coast. This big swirl in the atmosphere going to make its way closer further east as we go through the week ahead. Finally, by the time we're at Tuesday, Wednesday starts to slide off to the east, but still getting a little bit of shortwave activity into the area, so still might see some of that unsettled pattern to start off May as well, including that moisture into the area. So a lot to work with as we go into this work week, but hopefully we can start to get some more rain and not too much in terms of the severe weather. You can see on this tonight's severe weather outlook, most of it into the western state of Texas and then parts of Texarkana, that level 2 out of 5 risk. Most of us in that level 1 out of 5 risk. Just far parts of Crockett County and then Sterling County in that level 2 out of 5. For tomorrow, it slides off to the west a little bit more with that level 1 out of 5 risk completely, but by Monday, that's when we start to see it slide back into the Concho Valley. Unless you're in Junction, all of us going to be in that level 1 out of 5 risk, almost an even level 2 out of 5 risk once again for Sterling County. So still on the lookout for some of these severe weather storms because we're just in severe weather season. We have the ingredients close by. You can see still seeing some tornado warnings going off and then severe thunderstorm warnings, as well off towards the west. One just to the west of Crockett County. They're almost coming in towards Ozona. A little bit of hail in there too is what it's looking like, that blue on there. But across the rest of the Concho Valley, we're just getting a lot of the really overhang from these storms. The anvil really, you can see the runoff coming over the area. Chase likes to call it that steam kettle effect, seeing those storms way off towards the west. And as we go through the next few hours, models want to bring this storm here, but I think it's that storm that has a little bit further south, so we might see it work towards Crockett County. I don't think we see too much here in San Angelo, but still going to be on the lookout for it. Really, this is going to be the moral of the story these next couple of days. Storms firing off towards the west, dissipating as they make their way closer to the Concho Valley. You can see here for tomorrow, I think most of us stay dry, if not all of us. By Monday, more of the same with that cloud cover on the way. A couple storms firing off towards the west. This one actually brings a cell into San Angelo, but I wouldn't exactly focus on the location of this. This could easily be in Ozona or Robert Lee or off towards the north in Abilene. So gonna see just a couple of those cells firing off, making their way close to the area we're watching for. And even into Tuesday, more of the same with those cells firing off towards the west, and still on the lookout for more of that severe weather. For tonight, not too bad, down to 65 degrees, pretty warm out there, breezy out of the south-southeast, 10 to 15. Gets even stronger tomorrow, 10 to 20 out of the south. 88 degrees is what I'm calling for that daytime high, thanks to a little bit more sunshine working out into the area as we go into the afternoon. And as we finish off April, still going to see some more moisture and some of that unsettled pattern, especially by Wednesday morning. Daytime highs on the rise, especially by Thursday as we get more sunshine out here, 90 degrees there. And then as we go into that first weekend of May, some more storms, but potentially on the way. That's going to be all for your 7-day forecast, but stick around for